Counselor Troy's office, session 4. I've noticed you missed the last couple appointments, yet you initiated the subspace transmission. What's going on? I need someone to talk to. Don't you have William to talk to? Also, last I recall, you had been developing some friendship. Don't get me wrong, I love talking to you. I guess I just need someone unbiased to talk to. All counselors come in with their own bias, but I try my best to be objective. Could you go into more detail about what's going on? I'm sort of at a crossroads with a few different things and have to make a decision. I don't know what to do. I've been thinking about my surgery, my relationship, and what my future holds. From what I know, the surgery, there are a lot of potential complications that could arise and linger well into the future. I also know it would address a long-standing issue you have. I assume you've already considered the pros and cons. With that in mind, how can I help guide you? I don't know. I guess I'm having cold feet about this. From what I know, you could always restart the process at a later time, although it could be more difficult, especially given your insurance could be changing soon. Yeah. I feel like I want to just come down with a decision and move on. Either I'm gonna go through with this and this is it, or I stop thinking about it and accept my condition. It's a difficult search, and I've read some horror stories, and there isn't really a lot of good science to reassure me about the long-term prognosis. Either way, you have to decide. Whichever way you decide, it's going to be different for you. Either you're going to have to live with this condition or face other challenges that come with undergoing the surgery. Remember to count your blessings regardless of what you decide. Yeah, there's a lot of good I have in my life. Most people would be absolutely jealous if they knew the comforts I had despite appearances. Still, I sometimes find myself wanting even more. There's nothing wrong with wanting to improve your situation. Being static is detrimental to one's mental well-being. Just don't get fixated or too upset if you can't get everything you wanted, so long as you have everything you need. Why is that? Life isn't what I thought it was or what it could be. I'm so freaking powerless to have big changes on others, and there's so much pain out there, and I feel alone. According to your beliefs, you are never alone, and you have the kids, William, and others. Yeah, I wish I didn't have my beliefs. I hate the fact that I cannot be 1000% certain, despite the fact that I know for sure what I have seen and experienced on a few occasions. It feels kind of gaslighty at times. Be that as it may, I feel I need to remind you to challenge this old and false cognition of yours that you are alone. I know a part of you really wants to be beloved, but time and again, the moments you seem to treasure the most seem to be when you're able to be of service to someone and show them. Damn it. Checkmate. And you may not like this, but you're still going to have to give William a little bit more time. There are things both of you have to work on. I know. I have a rough timeline of when I think I want to decide on the relationship. I'm gonna see if certain conditions are met, and when the time comes, I'm gonna work on my end and see what happens on his. That sounds like a plan. How's everything else going? I'm slightly nervous about major changes happening at Starbase 701. There's gonna be a lot more officers and changes to the way in which we work. I guess I'll deal with whatever happens, but I wish they would have solicited my anxiety about upcoming changes is a valid feeling. Try to be optimistic that those in charge at the Starbase will have everyone's best interest in mind. Supplemental. Well, I very reluctantly decided not to go through with the surgery. Why is that, and how do you feel not going through with it? As much as it's something I've wanted to do, I didn't want to potentially have ongoing pain and other issues the rest of my life. I ended up with quite a bit of unexpected. I've tried to accept things as they are. One of the most important things is to remember all of the good things you have now and all the potential for other positive development. Sounds good. Thanks. I'm good for now. It's nice to see you again. Take more regular care of your mental health. Regular upkeep prevents psychologically unsanitary conditions. And this has been Counselor Troy's office, session 4. Thank you for joining me.